Welcome, everybody, to Two Drunk Guys in a Gun Rooms podcast. This is Don Dunn.
Doug Norton.
And we are here to entertain. Today, I believe we have decided the topic of the day is going to be about ranges. The differences between the military range versus the civilian range. You know, and since I've been out of the military, let me tell you, learned some different do's and don'ts. It's been quite interesting since moving to Missouri. Doug, what do you think some of the biggest differences are?
The biggest differences. You ain't got to walk down range to check your targets as much.
That is true.
You get to use whatever sight you want to use. Right?
Yeah, that is true too.
Yep. And we're not stuck with just M4s.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I do know at no time have I ever had to do any diamond washer drills off to the side because I couldn't shoot at a civilian range.
You almost did the other day with Taco, though.
Well, that was teaching. That wasn't a doing.
Yeah.
I didn't mind owning the diamond washer. It was when I needed the diamond washer drill. You know, for the civilian counterparts, I think that was probably the one thing that we did in the Army that I thought was kind of useless. The having somebody lay there and putting a dime or a washer on the end of your barrel and steadily dry fire your weapon over and over again until you could do it without making the washer fall off. That was definitely not one drill that I enjoyed.
Oh yeah.
It was so pointless.
Yeah.
You know, I think the lessons are better learned putting rounds down range. Maybe that ain't the cheapest way, but ammo is built by the lowest bidder anyway.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Well, for some. I mean, that's the other thing, too, not everybody at the military ranges wanted to be there.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Not all of them enjoyed shooting like some of us.
They could care less.
You go to the civilian range and everybody's voluntarily being there.
Yeah. We almost chased some off one day too.
Yeah, that last time that we went to the range, the looks we were getting was almost like there was a weapon maximum number that you were allowed to bring. I think we made like 6 trips back and forth to the car, pulling AR after AR after AR out.
Yeah.
I think by the time we left, we had a little bit of an audience standing behind us, man.
Yeah, we did.
You know, that range that we use there in Salem, I think it's a good spot. You know, if you can get there when there isn't anybody out there, man, it is a free for all. You can do whatever the hell you want without any disruptions. But right before hunting season is not a good time to go.
No, it's not.
You get a lot of people out there watching and throwing their Karen rules out.
Karen rules. Yeah.
What are some of the things from the military ranges that you remember?
What?
As far as dealing with some of the soldiers, trying to teach people that never shot before.
I was about to say, because I remember range detail. I didn't have to load as much as I do now.
Yeah. Well, that's the benefit.
You always
of range,
ordered.
for sure.
You always ordered more ammo, so you had plenty to shoot after the qualifications. Right?
That was the funnest part.
Yeah, when you didn't have to. Well, at that time, what was it? Prone, unsupported, and prone supported.
Yep.
You know,
that was it.
So I did like that, but the whole remedial training, man, I'll tell you, there's some that would try to zero over and over and over with iron sights or with the secondary sight, right?
It didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
And
then you send them over to remedial training. They train again. They come back, and it's just that's when you know, though. Like Tommy McLeod, that's when you know. Give him a saw.
Give him a saw.
Give him a saw.
Yeah. Spray and pray.
Spray and pray. Walk it in there.
I've had some people, I don't even know if they could walk it in there. Yeah, out of all the years, 20 years in the military, I only recall one person getting put out of the military because they couldn't shoot, and that happened in my basic training class.
Really?
Yeah, they chapped. I mean, they did everything. They got him glasses. He just could not keep his eyes open. Every time he squeezed the trigger, he closed his eyes.
Most of them though, you hand them that saw, they could work that though.
Yeah, but they still had to qualify with their basic weapon.
Wow.
What was it, like 23 or 24 you had to shoot? And he was in the 11s, 12s.
23 or 24 on paper targets.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, pop-ups was like 26 or something. I don't know, man. It's been a while.
I hated pop-ups, man. It was better to shoot the dirt in front of them.
They work half the time. Yeah.
Yep, that is absolutely the truth. So, I think the best thing about, for me, as far as the range, was when I was in the 160th. Qualifying there was...
You didn't have rules.
No, we had our own range.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, literally, we would walk down and shoot anytime we wanted to. You
didn't have to put full battle rattle on,
nope.
Nothing that.
Nope, soft cap.
No hats.
Yeah, we had soft caps. It was bright, but we had overhead protection, tables, But we did, it was closer to a civilian range. It really was. It was, hey, John, stop shooting. I'm going to go check my target. That's exactly the way it was, and at the end of the day, I noticed I qualified better that way.
Well, yeah.
Not having to use full battle rattle and all that bullshit. The first time I went to the range with the regular army, man, I looked at these guys like they were fucking nuts. Are we going to war to the range? What the hell do I need all this shit for?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get a taste of that though.
No, man, I loved it. We do all sorts of, buddy set movement drills and fucking.
So did we in full battle rattle.
Yeah, no, we didn't need that.
Yeah.
No, we didn't need that. That's for war.
That's for them front line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest. Right before, if we were getting ready to deploy, you'd go and requalify with your gear on, because it does change your sights. But other than that,
makes it more enjoyable when you got to walk back and forth up and down range.
Fuck yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Or if you're a safety and you got to make 50 trips up and down range.
Oh yeah, the safeties never wore all that shit where I came from. Nope.
Sure did at the end.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I will tell you, the ranges with you were nowhere near as enjoyable.
Mine weren't that bad. I tried to make it enjoyable. Those that wanted to shoot anyway.
Yeah.
There was a lot that didn't though.
I mean, the biggest problem was fucking there you had officers. Now that I think about it, kind of in the civilian world too, you got managers that don't know what you're really doing, and kind of like the same there. You had officers that couldn't qualify with a 9, but would try to tell somebody how to qualify with a M4.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it's still like that today, though.
Oh,
I mean, after they found the range.
Your best bet was to give them the truth. Actually tell them where it really is. Because if you give them the wrong one, they're liable to stumble upon you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good times.
I mean, just like that fundraiser, we set up our own range out there for that. That turned out pretty damn good.
But I don't know if you realized it, but when we did that Tunnels for Towers shootout, do you realize that we threw military into this?
Oh yeah.
There's no safety briefings and sectors of fire, and you had civilians out there talking about this is your sector, this is your lane, these are your sectors of fire.
They kind of looked at me like, "What do you mean we know our sectors of fire?"
Any of y'all that follow our page, watch that safety briefing from our video on YouTube with the Tunnel for Towers.
I was even telling them where the pistons were.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you broke it military style for.
Damn, I did. Didn't I?
You did.
I thought you meant like the last event we threw in.
No. But even the way we set things up, the ranges was even kind of set up similar to what you would expect from a military range. I guess old habits died hard, but
still a good time.
It was, man.
Still a good time.
And
except for we had food at our range. We never had not MREs.
Yeah, no.
Might as well have been hot dogs.
And the water came in a big old water buffalo. That's where you got the water from. Potable, my ass.
The bleach water.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good times. The good time. Or the water bladder. Remember that big old freaking.
Yep. Man.
Oh, good times.
And then the counting of the leftover rounds. And
I didn't worry about that.
Yeah, you didn't have to.
I didn't worry about that. I had people for that.
Yeah, staff sergeants? Yeah, I wonder who they were.
Yeah. Where else? Well, besides my backyard. That's a pretty good range, too.
That's probably the better range.
Until that tree fell down.
Yeah.
We shot it a little too much, I guess.
Yeah, the tree, the roof.
Everybody says they need a chainsaw. You don't need a chainsaw. You just need several magazines.
That's it. Yeah.
And that damn shotgun.
Yeah, that shotgun will do it.
That shotgun will do it.
I think we had soldiers that probably couldn't qualify that either.
Yeah, they missed the door hinge. Definitely.
That would be a room clearing gun. That is for damn sure. That is for sure. It's weird when you look at the rules. All the rules have changed. From leaving the military to going out in the civilian world and trying to incorporate things that we enjoyed. Now there's different regulations that you have to follow. Especially with the civilian ranges. I know it changes. I was used to in Georgia, you couldn't even go out to their little makeshift bullshit ranges that they had unless you had a fishing license or a hunting license. You weren't. Yeah. It's a $750 fine just for getting caught on.
You couldn't clear the range till all the brass was off the ground. It turned in and stuff. And here. We
voluntarily do it.
We voluntarily make sure we get all the brass here.
Yep.
You got that guy standing off back in the corner just staring when these guys leaving, man. Oh, that's a gold mine right there. Let me go over here. And he's just waiting for you to leave so you can get all your brass. Then he sees you picking it up and he's like, you just see his head. Damn it. And it's just get away from me, man.
Yeah. I think that's where a lot of the looks come from. They're all watching to see what caliber you're shooting.
Oh.
Do I got one of those? Yeah, absolutely. In the Army, it was double arm interval, forward march. NCOs to the rear.
Not anymore. I remember I went to when I first got it. I took my boy out to Butch's place out in Lesterville.
Mm-hmm.
went out there, and it was going to be my first time gigging over there. And then I was like, "Can I shoot at your place?" He's like, "Yeah, you can shoot. Just bring whatever." Man, I brought an arsenal to his house too. And then a buddy of his shows up and just sees me like, Butch is like, "Go over there by the picnic table and just you can shoot from there. Target's right there." I was like, "All right, cool." And I just start unloading guns onto the picnic table. He said, that guy asked him, he said, "Man, is that guy okay? Is he okay? Do we have to watch out for that guy?"
I mean, I'm a firm believer, man. Guns are like tits. When you see one, you want to see them all.
Yeah, you want to play with them all.
I'm not going to go to the range and leave one at home. That gun's going to feel left out. Equal opportunity.
That'd be the only time I walk up to a dude and say, "Can I touch it?"
Well, it depends on how big the guy is. Depends on how big the guy is.
Well, I was talking about his gun, the gun, not his gun, but the gun.
Yeah, I was just talking about the girl and the boobs and how big the guy is next.
We're going totally off course right now.
That's the best part of squirrel hunting. You just wander.
Wander, yeah, but you didn't see any.
Well, now I'm looking for boobs.
Oh.
See?
Instead, you found a cow.
See, it's true,
A dead cow.
Yeah, I did find a dead cow today out there.
So anyway, what was talking about gigging though? Let's change topics real quick. What about your first time gigging? Did you enjoy it?
I did.
I was pretty fucked up. I mean, drunk, but
I was too. Obviously, I ended up on my back in the boat.
So we went out 2-3 times.
Yeah.
We went out once to just test the waters with the one guy's boat, and then we went out with Butch. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. You still got marks from that one?
I believe I threw my back out.
Oh yeah.
Man, I landed right smack dab on my. I think I got a tramp stamp on my ass from that boat.
Hey, I'll tell you what though, you got up like a champ. You did.
I threw that.
You already knew everybody seen it. There was no avoiding it. So you didn't have to look around.
Nope.
You just got the fuck back up. You grabbed the spear and you went back right there where you're supposed to be.
There was sucker fish that needed to die.
There were sucker fish laughing at you right there.
Well, there was.
Oh, yeah.
I think if they had turbans on, it would have been easier.
What'd you think?
Oh, I had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, you like the whole. When they first told me gigging, I was thinking frogs.
Yeah, I was too.
I was thinking, we're going frog gigging. And I show up and it's like big ass party, fish fry,
Yeah.
And then
like,
we
these
go
guys,
out and they're
like fucking frogs, man. Holy shit.
We got to wait till night and we're going to turn these spotlights on and then, and then get them when you see them. And I'm like, okay, well, I got like 3 of them first time I went.
were they all sucker fish? I'm just saying.
I got 1 sucker and 2 bass. Yeah, it's your first time.
Was it bass season? I'm just curious.
Shut the fuck up, man. It was an accident. The spear fell out of my hand.
Holy shit!
That shit just fell out, and then I just happened to spoon it up.
Yeah, I bet you did. I bet you did. Yeah. I will tell you, I had a good time, but some of those sucker fish do. It is hard to tell the difference.
Well, especially when you were drinking as long as we were, it is hard to tell the difference. They tell you that like the bass move slower. At that time, you see a fish, you're throwing a spear because it's your first time. You're excited. You don't give a damn, and you throw it and you get what you get. Right?
That's what I was.
Then you had that little like 12-year-old next to you that just Mr. Champion.
Well, I had that one that I got. It looked like I brought him in fucking through a meat grinder. I stamped his ass so many goddamn times. I couldn't even get the fucking fish in the boat.
You killed him and he was floating. And like you kept on like, I'm going to get this damn thing in the boat. You could have just reached over and got him.
Did you see it? I fell in the boat.
Well, you
think I needed to be reaching outside the boat?
All I know is by the end of when we got back, that railing was loose.
So was my lower lumbars. I will tell you that those were some good times. That's the beauty of being a part of this is all the things that we do and try and make complete asses out of ourselves.
Pretty much.
But it's fun,
Yeah.
kind of like when you pull up to the range and steadily just keep bringing guns out.
That table's too small too.
I don't disagree.
That is a tiny ass table.
I got 2 or 3 laying on the table, 1 or 2 laying on the ground next to the table.
Yeah, then we got them leaning against the post and stuff. I guess we could have took one out at a time.
That's a lot of walking. That's
Yeah.
back to being in the military range.
Yeah.
You know, and then like the other thing too, what is this deal with civilians and shooting? Are they not allowed to go to the range without a gun stand?
Oh, I know. Absolutely.
I
You
mean,
noticed that too?
Yeah, I mean, no, everybody takes it. They got the stand laid out. They sight it in. They put it. All they do is lean against, pull a trigger, and I'm like,
It's,
wow, man.
I mean, they brought tripods. They brought them down table toppers
Yeah.
and shit. And I'm just like, wait,
Can you imagine?
we got a sandbag?
If that was our military snipers, they'd have to go 36 hours in advance to get ready.
I mean,
For the
it's
ambush.
like, I got a bipod you can put on that bitch, or maybe like a sandbag. Somebody shot our sandbag, by the way.
I know.
Not
I think they burned it. I think.
You think they burned it?
I think the barrels got hot and burned our sandbag, but it's all right. They're $12. I'll order another one, or
it's just,
bucket will duck it.
I don't think anybody they were even using that damn tabletopper for the pistol.
Yeah, they weren't. You see,
You
that
seem
was Sean-
surprised when
yeah,
I
Sean
walked
brought
up?
that up.
When I walked up and they were just like, "Oh, you're gonna use a stand?" I was like, "Stand." I was like, "What? You want me to sit down and use the stand to shoot my pistol? It's iron sights. I'm gonna shoot it right here. Stood behind the table."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're like, "Oh yeah, he lost already."
Well, when we set up the military qualling for that event,
Oh
and
yeah, that was hilarious though.
it was. You know
You
what?
want us to do what? You already paid?
Yeah.
Get your ass over there and shoot.
Yeah. You lay down and then you tell them to go to knees, and
Oh, the kneeling?
yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Watching how some of the people, one person, looked like he was the old AT-4 toy soldier. That's what he looked like. The way he was all sitting up and everything. I was like, well, I mean, that's cool. I'll use my knee as a rest, but okay. You worked that AT-4.
Yeah, I mean, even little Kirsten out there shooting a big ass AR or the 308.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to knock her on her ass for the kneeling.
The only thing that kept going through my mind the whole time they were firing your 308 was, so when we were in the Army, this must be how Uncle Sam felt. Watching dollars go down the range.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
they're lucky they were freaking family. That's all I know.
That was 80 rounds between Melvin, because Melvin fired your 308 too.
No.
Somebody else did.
Yeah, Steve.
That's it. So Steve fired your 308.
And Kirsten
fired your 308. So between those two qualifying, that was
40.
That was 80 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's why we're now reloading.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a good time, man. It raised some money. It did bring some civilians into the concept. We kind of joined the forces and brought civilians in to see how we did things.
We did. You notice how many 22s were there? Not only rifles but pistols.
Oh yeah,
it's just crazy, the scopes and shit that people put on the little rifle.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think about it, but I mean they were nice. Don't get me wrong, they were some nice ass rifles.
Yeah,
and but I was expecting more bigger rifles.
Well, we did have a Creedmoor out there. Was that like C credit approval per round?
He let people shoot that damn thing too. I got there.
I got the
brass. I got the brass.
I squeezed 10 rounds of it off. Sure did.
Thanks, Daryl. Appreciate it.
I love that Creedmoor.
Oh yeah, no, it was nice.
I think that's the biggest benefit to holding civilian ranges and bringing people in to shoot is the fact that you get. It's kind of like, remember in the Army when you went to like overseas and you would go and qualify with that country's weapons. Germany and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The German shoots a sneer. That is exactly what bringing civilians and military together is like. in the non-military side of the house, because everybody's got something different, and yeah, you want to shoot it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean,
If I ain't shot it before, I definitely want to shoot at least
Yeah.
one round down range.
yeah,
You know, so that 300 pistol, blackout pistol
Yeah.
that he had, that was nice.
Yeah.
that was nice.
I mean, that's the second one. He's got an AR 300 blackout pistol. I don't know. I mean, I do get it. The 300 blackout is an awesome round, but man, he's got that single shot,
Mm-hmm.
single shot 300 blackout pistol, a AR style 300 blackout pistol, and I think he has a AR 300 blackout rifle.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, at least he's consistent.
Yeah, but I guarantee you probably don't shoot them all,
No.
Mr. Collector.
Well, that 300 blackout pistol he brought to range was the first time he ever fired it.
Yeah. We shot it more than he did, I think. We hit the target more than he did with his own gun.
We definitely didn't fire more than 22 rounds than he did.
Oh, no. No, he runs the 22 range. That's for damn sure.
Holy moly, that is true.
He came in last, didn't he? Did he come in last?
Yeah, you couldn't judge that.
No.
You could. It looked like it was hit with a 4-shot shotgun.
That's terrible.
It was, but that was good times, man. Hey, if you guys follow us, and especially on our Facebook page and our website, you guys will be privy of all the events. We're trying to hold several events throughout the summertime. Obviously, the winter here in Missouri is probably not where everybody wants to be. So if you join us and follow us, you'll be aware of events, and you'll be able to come and join and have a good time. I think that's about it for this podcast.
I think it is. We got shirts for sale now.
We do. The merch store is gaining stuff all the time. You can find it through our Facebook page at Savahe Army. You can find it on our website at SavaheArmy.com. I think you're drinking. I'm getting the buzz.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, merch stuff's being added every day. Podcasts are being uploaded twice a week, and we try to do a live on Facebook and get drunk with y'all at least once a week.
At least once a week.
At least once a week.
I don't think it'll happen this week, though.
No.
Well, it happened Sunday. If that's the beginning of the week, it happened Sunday.
We can make it. Next one's going to be Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Or no, Thursday.
No, Thursday.
Thursday the 14th will be the next live on Facebook.
Yep.
All right. With that, y'all have a great day, and take care.